Buona pomeriggio, everyone, which means good afternoon, and it is a good afternoon in Alice Springs, Central Australia. And once again, a big welcome to one of our valued sponsors, the Gillen Club, and also Robin Lamley, the Honourable Robin Lamley, who is the member for Araluen, the independent member for Araluen, and a great supporter of Blind Magic in Alice Springs. Yeah, so I thought I'd have a chat with you all today. This is episode 500. I'll ask my producer of today's program, Hayley. What are we up to, Hayley?
Yes.
What's the episode number?
547.
Okay, so this is episode 547. Thank you, Hayley. And this is Blind Magic in Alice Springs, and yes, I'm your host, Murray Stewart. Okay, despite the sluggish start, let me sing the praises of learning languages. You know, for many, many years I've been listening to the notion that learning languages can help you with your brain management, particularly in staving off conditions such as Alzheimer's disease, etc., etc. I told you in one of the earlier broadcasts that this is one of my motivations for learning Italian, amongst others, including the fact that it is the mother tongue of my children. But yeah, what I'm noticing as I plough through the language text 10 or 15 minutes at a time, because it's around about as much as I can concentrate for in a manageable fashion, is I'm noticing that all sorts of other lateral thoughts are gaining clarity. In other words, it is expanding my brain power, or at least that's what I think. I absolutely do. And with the hearing analysis that I received yesterday, as I told you in the previous episode, that said that my hearing was excellent, I truly believe that in part this improved hearing performance was also as a result of learning another language. Because what it's helping me with is the interpretation of what's been said to me. Absolutely it is. So yes, I'm thinking with greater clarity, I'm listening with greater clarity, and I'm delivering my messages with greater clarity. I mean, you can be the judge, of course you can. You're listening to my broadcasts. But I am certainly finding myself being far more intellectually athletic because of learning another language. I've often marvelled at those who are bilingual or multilingual, but I've never bothered myself. In other words, I've been lazy like a lot of us here in Australia. I have Hayley, who we just heard from, as a member of my support team. I think she's extremely clever with her native tongue being Mandarin, but she's also now very fluent in English. Well, very soon, I hope to be extremely fluent in both English and Italiano. And as I said, this will help me in many other aspects of my life, particularly if those aspects require the quality of having an athletic brain. And gee, have I needed it, because I do have a permanent brain injury. I'm being diagnosed very, very clearly with a brain injury. I have scar tissue on the frontal lobe of my brain. So anything I can do to stabilise this condition is very, very important. And so I am really throwing myself into this Italiano. I am. For so many reasons, it's making me a better person. So what's the takeaway message for all of my listeners out there? It's very simple. If you have been thinking of learning another language, don't hesitate. Do not hesitate. Find an app. Find an app. Use the technology. I mean, I have chosen to only want to speak the language. It's no value to me being vision impaired, really being able to write the language, but to speak the language. And at the end of the day, if we do want or need to travel, speaking the language is quintessential. So yeah, I've been able to track this app down through going on to my Audible application on my phone, and then searched for learning Italian, and away I have gone, and I'm very pleased with the results thus far. So good luck with your search, but don't hold back. Do not hold back. Two things we should absolutely do: learn a language and keep up to date our first aid. Absolutely. One other thing that I hope to explore very soon, and that is get back to my roots as a pianist. Yeah, I'd like to go and learn the keyboard again. I used to tinkle the ivories very much when I was a kid. I hated every second of it then, because it was almost given to me by my parents as a form of punishment, because they reckon that my fingers never stopped moving. So it wasn't really a great way for me to be encouraged to learn. But I'd love to get back into it. So maybe over this summer break, that'll be one of the other things that I will challenge, as well as learning and continuing to learn Italian, continuing my exercise program. Maybe I will get back into keyboarding and singing, therefore. Yeah, why not? Why not? And now that my hearing has improved, not just a little bit, but as I was told yesterday, dramatically, then look out, folks. Look out. You can expect some wonderful podcasts. Stay tuned. In the meantime, this has been episode 547. Ciao. Bye for now. This has been a Blind Magic Communications production.